Relax.
Okay, so what you're seeing here is this is a Google Plus Hangout on air, which means that anyone online right now can, if they have Catlin Seaview survey in their circles, join in and see exactly what you're seeing right now. So we're hanging out with the diver on the Great Barrier Reef, and this is the first ever hangout on air with the night diver. So very exciting.
Say hello, Richard.
Say hello, Richard. Take it out, guys.
And just like to
short end of the straw here, Richard. It's 3:30 in the morning here.
Yeah, you get extra time.
The conference, you didn't say I had to stay in Australia to come to it.
Yeah, he gets overtime, doesn't he?
Yes.
So, Richard, tell us about that large mollusk in front of you there.
Well, this is a giant. So it's the largest bivalve that we have in the world, and this isn't even a big one. They get a lot bigger. This one's probably only about 10 or 15 years old. The really big ones get to be about 50 years old. But like a lot of the corals that are behind me, they rely on solar power to get their energy. They have symbiotic plant cells living in their tissue, so they can photosynthesize from the sun's energy to give them the power to grow. So, beautiful animal.
Now, what don't you do?
Well, I only know one person in the world who's actually ever got caught by a giant clam.
What a silly person that person was. I don't know who that is.
Most humans don't put their hands inside here, but Ove happened to do it once and he got himself caught in a bad situation.
Richard, can you say a quick hello to everyone watching online from around the world?
Hello, everyone around the world. Welcome to the Great Barrier Reef in the very early hours of the morning. It's a beautiful night here, and hopefully we've seen a lot of turtles in the background while we've been waiting for the last couple of hours, so hopefully we might have one swim in. I'm coming to you live from Green Island. We've got a very good turtle population here, a lot of juvenile green sea turtles.
Excellent. Do you want to go off and have a quick swim?
Okay, let's go for a bit of a tour. I'll just get Marie, my camera lady, to follow me around. We'll see what we can find.
What was that report about that large tiger shark?
Yes.
So it's a very good mix of hard and soft corals here. And there's a lot of sleeping fish. But the turtles were hiding behind this hole up here just a bit earlier. There was a bit of a hollow where they hop inside and they were sleeping at night. But, typical live TV, it's gone up for a breath. But anyhow, you can see we've got some here's some soft corals. There's a nice sea whip here, extending out. It's quite a long one. So this is another one of the soft corals we have on the Great Barrier Reef. So a good collection of both hard and soft. We'll just keep swimming around, see what we can find. Some beautiful bommies here. Oh, look at this. This is cool. Hopefully we can get in close. There's a little boxfish sleeping in amongst the corals here. I'll get Marie nice and close. Look at this little guy. Just park him out. Gorgeous little fish. So boxfish are related to the pufferfish. And they actually secrete a toxin out of their skin, so it doesn't make them very nice to eat. He's actually toned his colours down. Normally they're a bright, vivid yellow during the day, but what we find is a lot of the reef fish, they mute their colours at night. Saves energy and also helps to protect them from predators, makes them less visual. This is a beautiful example of coral. What do you reckon that one is, Ove?
It looks like Parietes cylindrica. Or
you're a very good coral expert there, Ove. I'm a bit biased towards fish myself, but there's some fire coral up behind.
Yeah, that's... Oh. I think that's Stylophora.
Oh, there he is.
Yes.
Look at this guy. He's got a heavily armoured body. So it's like spending your entire life inside a suitcase just with your fins on the outside. Well, let's just go down, see what else we can find.
There's a lot of particles in the water.
Okay, there's a lot more soft corals here. So the soft corals aren't they don't actually build the reef like the hard corals. So they lack the hard limestone skeleton. And because they're quite soft, they protect themselves by being highly toxic. So there's a lot of complex organic compounds in there that doesn't make them very palatable at all. And a lot of them also have little salacious spines in there. It's like eating a mouthful of fiberglass. So, again, not a good sort of thing to eat.
Can you tell us a little bit about the difference of the reef at night versus day?
From day to night?
Yes.
Well, obviously during the daytime there's many more fish around. And they're all tucked away at the moment. And what we're seeing now is a lot of the corals, they're coming out to feed. So that's why we see the carnivorous side of corals, where they're feeding on the plankton. There's quite a bit of plankton here at the moment. And some other plankton eaters like this one here. I'll pick this one up. So that's a feather star, or a crinoid. So it's related to the starfish, sea urchins. Its legs are on the underside, the mouth is on the upside here. And they hold these arms up in the water to catch the plankton.
And they can swim, right, when you drop them, right?
And sometimes you get little aquatic crabs and shrimp on the insides. We'll put him back down. That's where we found him. So, of course, we're on the Great Barrier Reef, which is one of the largest marine parks in the world, where over a third of the whole area of the Great Barrier Reef is actually protected. And part of the Catlin Seaview survey will be taking visual surveys with the new 360 rig that you guys have probably seen promoted today, just so we can have a look at all these reefs. And here's a really nice, get a little cable here. This is a really good example of a coral feeding at night time. You can see all these beautiful tentacles out. So this shows the carnivorous side of the corals. And if you touch them, they'll slowly retreat back into the limestone skeleton that's underneath, which is actually quite hard to touch. Which is obviously how the hard corals get their name.
So on the Catlin Seaview survey, we're going to be planning a whole series of Google Plus Hangouts, but most of these are going to be during the day. But how's your first night dive?
There he goes. Well, we've lost him.
I had to pay this guy a heap of money to show up.
Hey!
There's a green sea turtle. Hey, fella.
Oh, it's a little green.
Oh, thank God this happened. So this is only a juvenile, and it's not of a mature size, so it's still going to be about another 10 or 20 years before that one, which is a female, will actually go to one of the many nests we have on the great beaches on the Great Barrier Reef to nest. One of the areas we'll be working in the far north, called Rain Island. A few years ago when I was up there, we actually counted 26,000 turtles on the nesting in one night on the beach.
And that island is only, what, a couple of football fields in size, isn't it?
It's about 800 metres long and 300 metres wide. So it's just amazing. Oh, she's coming back down. Come on, Marie, let's go see if we can see her again. She's been hanging out with us all night. But here at Green Island, these sea turtles are feeding on seagrass. Beautiful fields of seagrass around here. And you find these juveniles spending all their time during the daylight hours just munching and having a bit of a feed. Look at the shells, just stunning.
It's
That's one
incredible.
relaxed animal.
It's incredible to think that this is actually live.
It is. What a world we live in.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Richard.
Not a problem.
That's probably it.
I hope you had a great time at the Blue Ocean Film Festival.
Yeah.
I wish I was there. I'm there with you guys in spirit, so I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and have a great time.
You can sleep in until 7 a.m. if you'd like.
Yes.
We've still got an hour of boat ride to get home.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Richard, and thanks everyone who's watching in from around the world.